Look at the Trailblazers, focused as they walked into the locker room earlier. Their job's basic tonight: get a W on their home court. Welcome to 2K. And now a glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
You take a look at Hayes. He's just outside the top 10 in Western Conference All-Star voting.
So he's got some ground to make up to be named a starter, but still, the fans are giving him his props.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. And the Lakers starting five. They've got Marc Gasol, and it's Maravich in at the two-guard spot. And for Portland, they've got Hayes, and it's Wilkins in at the three slot. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Richardson for three. Knocks it down from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. It's a three-point game. Miller outside. Here's Stoudemire. An easy two on the layup.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Wilkins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
And he drops the first. Both shots good from the strike.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Pass to Stoudemire. Over Hayes. It's deflected. Left side Richardson. Such a wide open look. Richardson's got 5 now.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Miller, the pass to Maggette. Back to Miller. Here's Maravich. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Cunningham on the wing, and it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Cunningham. 17 points in his last outing. Hayes with a screen. Takes the 3. And Richardson hits from deep. Give him 8.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Cunningham. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
And finished off by Hayes.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
All right, fans, it's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. The Trailblazers in second.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Maravich, guarded by Richardson. The floater. Maravich, no good. Trailblazers lead by 10. Pass to Cunningham. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Cunningham outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Hayes. To the paint. Here's Wilkins. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Now here's Cunningham. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
First one falls. Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
That one misses. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Now here's Cunningham. 6 to shoot from the high post, and Cunningham pulls it down.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And stolen by Cunningham. Now the Blazers moving it up. Throws it up high. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
By Cunningham. Pass to Hayes. Richardson for three. And Cunningham pulls it down. Lakers trail by 17. Smith outside. Here's Wallace. Here's Bing. Offensive rebound. Wallace misses.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Oh, got that one up quick. Cunningham's got his second bucket on the night.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Bing, the pass to Wallace. Cunningham with the ball. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
That free throw good from Cunningham. We'll stand he was a five-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
Here's Daniels. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 7.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And there's the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing. Here's Daniels. Pass to Cunningham. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. The first free throw is good.
Well, pretty much a 6'6" point guard. Cade Cunningham was the first pick in the draft because of his playmaking, rare for someone of his size.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Wallace outside. Picked by Smith. And Wallace, here we go. And rejected.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Richardson, the pass to Hayes. Takes a three. Richardson, no good. Lakers trail by 18. Pass to Bing. Cunningham on the wing. Here's Bing. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Wallace. From outside, off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Cunningham. Portland, no good that time either. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Portland ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Lakers trail by 18. We've got Cade Cunningham and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Portland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Wilkins. Hayes with it. Cunningham looking it over. Cunningham. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Maravich, guarded by Richardson. Pass to Maggette. The three is up. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Oh, stolen by Richardson. And he lobs it up top. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And stolen by Hayes. Now the Blazers moving it up. And there's Richards on the assist by Cunningham. Richardson's got 12 points.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Make some noise along with your Blazers President James Drew.
In for Los Angeles. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. Los Angeles, second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Here's Maravich. Still no points. Miller outside, and there's a pick. Pass to Maggette. 4 on the clock. Tipped.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity.
Oh!
Wow!
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Maravich. His last outing, he had 18 points. Down low. Here's Gasol. Gafford grabs the miss. Portland leading by 23. Here's Cunningham. Can't hit from in close. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Gasol. Gafford with the block. Pass to Wilkins. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Gafford passes to Bowl. the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Bowl. And so it's the Lakers with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Portland this season.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
Here's Maravich. Yet to see a basket. Gets the three to fall.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
He gets it in there. Cunningham's got 12.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Maravich. Here's Gasol. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
And here's Cunningham outside. Miller pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Up and over Hardaway. Miller can't get it to go. Portland leading by 23. Hardaway, the pass to Bowl. There's Cunningham with a 3. Again the miss by Cunningham.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Here's McGetty. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Maravich. Fires the 3. Can't connect. Making him 1 for 6 from the field.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And that was good. He's got 5.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The Lakers shooting only 25% from the floor. Not great. Inside, here's Maravich. Softly drops in the floater. Maravich has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Pass to Bowl. Cunningham outside. Another shot. And the layup is good by Bowl.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Maravich, the pass to Miller. Gasol with it. He's guarded by Gafford. Oh, it's blocked by Bowl. Here's Wilkins. 6 points for him. Count that one. Hardaway's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And the Lakers shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Miller against Hardaway. Back to Gasol. Oh, it's blocked by Bowl. Here's Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Cunningham. Tries again. And that one drops for him. Cunningham's got 14.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
That's good from Hardaway on the assist from Bowl.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to McGetty. Gasol, the screen. Can they get it? Good on the jump shot. He's got 5. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Portland. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, man. Cunningham making it look easy.
36 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Takes a step back. Here's Maravich. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Pete Maravich at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams making some changes here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Cunningham passes to Bowl. Back to Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Maggette. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Miller. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Cunningham. He's got 14. Launches it. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Portland with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points. Looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Nice. It's all good. One more time. A round of applause for our participants.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest.
I hope we get to see all of these guys expand the field if you have to.
Yeah, just get a center or a power forward in there. The game has evolved. Us big guys need representation.
And weaving back to the first half of our game, Cade Cunningham showing out.
Most of these plays have him touching the ball at least once right now. His awareness and decision-making has been tremendous. Anything the defense throws at him, he's got the answer for it.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Well, Los Angeles shooting a low 30% from the floor. And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Marc Gasol, and it's Maggette in at the 3.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Cunningham against Miller. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Cunningham outside. Richardson for three. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Richardson. Cunningham against Miller. And it's Cunningham missing.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Miller. Pass to Maravich. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Maravich has got 9.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Here's Wilkins. Now Cunningham, guarded by Miller. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. Portland, 3rd.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gasol misses.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Cunningham. Shot from the low post is good. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Pass to Stoudemire. Now here's Miller. He shoots a 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
That one drops for him. 17 points in the game.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Here's Maravich, guarded by Richardson. Here's Gasol. The Lakers with another miss.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Wilkins. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Maravich, the pass to Maggette. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Gafford, he's checked in for Portland. Daniels comes in for Cunningham. Wallace, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he lobs it up to the rim. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Daniels. And he makes it. Daniels has got his first basket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Ooh, got him with the pump fake. Savvy move there. Stoudemire's got 6.
Well, Coach has to be ecstatic with how that trip down the floor went. They got the shot they wanted.
Daniels passes to Hayes. Count it. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Stoudemire. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Wednesday, they'll start out on the road to play the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And for their matchup with the Pelicans, that'll be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Hardaway's checked in for Portland. Gafford the screen from deep. Hardaway, no good. The Lakers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Wallace, the pass to Bing. And here's Cunningham. To the inside. Here's Maggette. He can't hit that time. Good D by Richardson. On the wing, Daniels. Watched by Wallace. Here's Daniels. Pass to Richardson. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Maggette. He has 6. Baseline jumper right on the money. Maggette's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken racking up fast break points against them.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
He misses the free throw. Well, Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
To the paint. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Hayes. On the wing, Daniels. Watched by Wallace. Gafford with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Gafford. Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Bing, defended by Hardaway. Bing, the pass to Cunningham.
2 minutes.
Wallace outside. 4-3. Counted from distance. Wallace has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Hardaway. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. Our 2K leaderboard, focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. Jalen Williams, 4th.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
That one's good from Hardaway. Bold, he's checked in for Portland. He's perfect from the line this time. And the Lakers have possession. Here's Bing. No made baskets yet. Cunningham on the wing. 1:19 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. 5 on the clock. Pass to Smith. Lets a three fly. Williams grabs the board.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And the shot goes down.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. .103 left in the third quarter. Here's Bing. Wallace outside. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Portland with a rebound. Bowles got his 5th rebound in this one. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Cason Wallace.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Daniels taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
And he can't hit the second. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. On the break. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bowl. Rebounded by Unseld. Los Angeles is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Smith passes to Bing. Over Bowl. Oh, it's blocked by Bowl. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull.
Lakers ball. Now on the floor for your Trailblazers. Number 42, Nate Thurman.
Five ticks left in the third quarter. Clock is at 3. Here's Cunningham. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Trailblazers shooting about 60% for the game. John Collins out there with Jalen Williams.
I got back. Here we go, pick up your man. And a foul. There we go.
Hey, Jason.
They don't want that smoke. Oh, that one felt good, though.
Yo, Stockton!
Hey, whoa!
Harrington!
and one.
No, it's not.
Hey, John! Hey!
Harrington!
Yeah!
Get on John.
You got it out.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up.
find the touch, find the range, find themselves. We're almost at game time. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Tonight we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
He's on the cusp of the top 10 in the Western Conference voting.
So still a long way away from being named a starter, but the fans aren't overlooking. What he's been doing this season.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Now, a look at Memphis's starting group. They've got Hill. Joe Dumars is out there with Nash. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Lucas in at the power forward position. And for the Spurs, we've got Richmond. Jimmy Butler is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Wembanyama in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Richmond. Following the miss by Hakeem. Antetokounmpo finds Wembanyama. And stolen by Nash. And here's Hill for three. Billups gets the rebound. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Minnesota. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Wembanyama. Following the score by Hakeem Olajuwon. Wembanyama passes to Billups. Outside for Richmond. Poked away. To the inside. Hill, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Olajuwon outside. Sweet move. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Grant Hill on the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Richmond, the pass to Billups. Back to Richmond. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Richmond's got his second bucket.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
To the wing right side. Lucas dishes to Olajuwon. Over Wembanyama. And it's Olajuwon missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richmond. Midway through the season now, RJ, how important is a team's rhythm at this point of the season?
You need to have your set schedule and routine, things that keep you grounded and let you go about your business on the court.
And he can't hit the second. Memphis trailing here. Here's Hill. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
And check out the assertive play by Hill. Gets some elbow room and goes right up.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Welcome your Spurs squad to the court. From the court is your squad. Okay, time to get up and get loud right now.
Chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Last season, he played outstanding, second in scoring, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Now here's Phillips. 8 points his last outing. Here's Butler. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Strong move by Butler, making sure that was a quality possession.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Hill, no good.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
Here's Richmond. Grizzlies with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Spurs leading by 3. And Wembanyama finds Antetokounmpo from the top of the key, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Here's Nash. He has yet to score. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Olajuwon trying to break free. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist by Olajuwon.
You can't let Nash get inside like that. He's so nimble and will find a way to finish.
Richmond outside. Hands it from downtown. Richmond's got 8.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Nash kicks to Olajuwon. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison. And often someone's going to make a mistake.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And that one falls for Olajuwon. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
And he makes the first but misses the second. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And here is Parker. Mitch Richmond getting it to go from deep. Parker passes to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Fires at the elbow. No good off the front iron.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Richmond. And Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Richmond. Greg, no one...
Whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on...
Making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill.
He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in. Try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Devin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. We appreciate your report.
Taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Coming off a terrific season. Put up about 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Middleton finds Hero. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Now here's Richmond. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Fires for 3. The basket good off the assist from Phillips. Phillips has got 4 assists now tonight.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Parker against Phillips. Pass to Hero. This one for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Johnson. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, Hero. Lopez, a screen on Richmond. There's Hero with the 3. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the playmaking ability of Hero, special. Outstanding pass there off that pick and roll.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Brook Lopez, 1 shot.
That's good from Lopez. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent and win the now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, Hero looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Antetokounmpo passes to Wembanyama.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Middleton dishes to Parker. Down low. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Aldridge has got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Antetokounmpo out there with Noah. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then it's Richmond. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Outside, Porter. Giannis against Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. Second, the Grizzlies.
And look, that stat is absolutely no fluke. It's just a matter of getting hot from long range. They are working hard to find good, open looks from the perimeter.
The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. Lucas is checked in for the Grizzlies. Here is Richmond. Shoots over Dumars. Richmond with the bucket. Richmond's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Spurs. RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And he makes the first. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Smith checked in for Richmond. The Grizzlies also making a change. Hill's checked in.
It's obvious. Tony Parker has a real mind for this game. The way he dissects defenses and finds himself shots, he just has a higher understanding of the sport.
Now here's Giannis. Following the miss by Brook Lopez.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Parker passes to Lucas. Outside Dumars. From the arc. It's good from long range.
Just a tremendous all-around player. Dumars at times showing us the deep range.
Lucas against Giannis. Noah with the screen on Lucas. Bounce pass onto the Kumbo, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Spurs have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Joakim Noah, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Noah.
A versatile player. Noah scores, he rebounds, passes, and defends at a high level.
Nash is checked in for Memphis. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now a timeout called by Memphis, fresh from a win against Portland.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
No reason to run when we got the Spurs.
Dumars picking up the assist. Lopez has got his second basket of the night. White looking around. Over Nash. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Lucas. Rebound San Antonio. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in this game. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And And so it's San Antonio with it, following the score by Memphis. White against Nash. Releases. It's rebounded by Memphis. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Lopez sets a screen for Nash. Offline with his three.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Nash against White. Outside Porter from downtown. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hill passes to Lucas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting for Memphis, Maurice Lucas. At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Lucas. Both free throws good from Lucas.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Nash against White. Pass to Porter. Free throw line jump shot. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Now, here's Dumars. A 14-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Spurs making a switch here. Butler's checked in. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Trailing here by 8. And Dumars gets it to go.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 1, the Spurs.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Outside, White. His three-pointer is off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Dumars with it. Now guarded by Porter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. On defense, San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. For Memphis, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Maurice Lucas taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. San Antonio leading by 5. Outside, White. Three-pointer, Butler. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Nash kicks to Lucas. Pass to Lopez. And here is Hill, guarded by Porter. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Dumars. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Screened by Lucas. Nash, the pass to Lucas. The rebound by Noah.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Hill against Butler. Lopez, a screen on Butler. The 3 from Hill. Offensive rebound. Moves back up. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Smith dishes to White.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Over Nash. And it's White missing.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Dumars. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And White kicks to Butler. Back to White. On the wing, Porter shoots over Lucas. And there's Porter on the assist by White. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Nash against White. Right side, Butler. Pass to White. And there's the try. Chalk up 2 there. White's got his first 2 points of the night.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Lopez, a screen on Smith.
And for a 7-footer, Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And the leadership Lopez gives this team really important. He's someone his younger teammates look up to.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Richmond, he's checked in for Smith. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for White. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Aldridge, he's checked in for Lucas. Chris Middleton comes in for Hill. And it's Tyler Hero in for Joe Dumars. San Antonio leading by 5. Billups passes to Noah. Richmond against Hero. Richmond outside. Fires it up. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Aldridge, the pass to Nash. Back to Aldridge. Over Porter. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's San Antonio up 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. Guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
You know, for the Grizzlies, try to make a move up, man. They like to go from not very good to not half bad.
Baby steps, kid, and you got to walk before you can run, and you got to run before you can fly.
So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in the big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. That is more than enough.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Mitch Richmond in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Elijah on. Lucas is out there with Hill. Then it's Nash. And it's Dumars in at the 2-guard spot. Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Nash against Billups. A 3-ball. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Nash against Billups. For 3, Richmond falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Now here's Nash. Elijah on the pass to Hill. Rebounded by the Spurs. Giannis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The kick out to Billups. Here's the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hill passes to Nash. Over Billups. Nash can't get it to go.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
And it became very clear, very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Domantas Sabonis is on top. And, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
Butler against Hill. Over Butler. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Antetokounmpo against Dumars. Giannis dishes to Butler. Excellent D there from Hill. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Dumars. And Dumars throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here is Richmond, following the score by Memphis. Giannis sets a screen for Butler. Lucas with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Olajuwon finds Hill. Back to Olajuwon. The kick out to Hill. Over in the corner, Olajuwon. Lets it fly. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Dumars got 4 this quarter.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Dumars against Billups. For 3, Richmond. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Dumars kicks to Nash. Lucas, a screen on Richmond. To the paint. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Now here's Billups. To the middle. Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now a timeout called by Memphis. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Checked in for San Antonio. And Memphis also making a switch. Parker's checked in. Olajuwon outside. Back to Parker. Dumars against Richmond. Screened by Lucas. Back to Parker. Over Billups. And another miss by Memphis.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Johnson finds Giannis. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Hill. On the wing, Dumars. There's the three. Tries again. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Now here's Lucas. Back to Parker. Solid defense right there from Billups. San Antonio leading by 4. Inside, here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Olajuwon with a screen for Parker. And Olajuwon with the basket on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Wembanyama down low. He's against Olajuwon. Spurs passing it around. Again, Richmond missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Olajuwon, no good. Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the Bears. Giannis taking flight.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Pass to Lucas. Dumars kicks to Hill. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hill's got 7.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Spurs leading by 3. Billups passes to Wembanyama. Now Richmond, the 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Richmond's got 27.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead. Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by San Antonio. Dumars, the pass to Parker. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Johnson dishes to Billups. And that foul is called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Smith checked in for Richmond, and it's Wyden for Chauncey Billups. Memphis also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Lucas. Chris Middleton comes in for Grant Hill, and it's Tyler Hero in for Dumars. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Wembanyama. That shot missing. Now Hero. Pass to Parker. To the middle. Here's Middleton. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are...
The previous play is over.
Go to the 4th.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Butler out there with Johnson. And it's Smith. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's White in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5. Hero finds Olajuwon. Here's Parker driving inside. And stolen by White. Butler on the wing. Defended by Middleton. White the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Wembanyama. Johnson outside. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for San Antonio. Hero against Smith.
And this guy is a gamer. Hero embraces any chance he can to draw a foul while taking a shot.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for San Antonio?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Nash is checked in for Tony Parker.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
White against Nash. Johnson sends the screen for White to the paint. And Johnson with the stop.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, Hero. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. They just had to put the ball in his hands.
Here's Wembanyama. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Wembanyama. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Richmond, he's checked in for Smith. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside, Hero. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. No good that time. Butler kicks to Richmond. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. No good with the triple.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
The shot's good.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer, makes great decisions.
San Antonio leading by 6. White the pass to Johnson. And here is Butler. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And here is Hero. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. It's over Richmond. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hero passes to Nash. Spurs making a switch here. Phillips is checked in.
Second team foul. Coming out of the floor for your Spurs, number 1, Chauncey Billups.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. 9-point game. Pass to Hero. Aldridge with a screen on Richmond. Pocket 6. Richmond with the steal. Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. Middleton dishes to Aldridge. Nash against Billups. Back to Aldridge. Over Johnson. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
A mid-range master. Give Aldridge the ball in this area and just let him do his thing.
Pass to Richmond. Launches a 3. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Hero against Richmond. Now Hero. He's guarded close. He's off on that one. Throws it up high, and it's Richmond finishing it off.
And dependable at running the offense. Billups just understands his teammates depend on him to get them involved.
Hero against Richmond. Butler with the steal. Pushing it up. And it's Richmond finishing it off.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. Down low. Here's Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And Nash really just pure genius in that pick and roll. You give him any kind of space, and he's going to whip the pass right through the teeth of the defense.
Now here's Johnson. Billups with a screen for Johnson. Fades and shoots. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Aldridge with a screen on Billups. Nash the pass to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And for a big guy, Aldridge is so agile. I mean, lets him work that play there to perfection.
Richmond outside. Back to Wembanyama. Johnson sets the screen for Billups to the inside. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Billups. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for San Antonio. Memphis also making some changes. Lucas is checked in for Aldridge. Hill comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dumars in for Tyler Hero. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Billups. Following the score by Akeem Olajuwon. Antetokounmpo. Lucas with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Hill with it. Out. Oh! Wow.
Goodness me! And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy.
Now here's Butler. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Richmond finishing it off.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
It's to Olajuwon. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
The inescapable length of Wemby.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for San Antonio.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Here's Billups after Memphis gets the 3.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
The kick out to Hill. Butler with the steal. Nash against Billups. So it's San Antonio with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
We got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this?
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.